Hello, Louise. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Celia. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Fiona. Good day to you. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Maria. Hello, Annaline. Hello, Ian. Hello, Heather. Hello, Julie. You're such a loyal band of gangers. Hello, Carol. Judith, hello. Hello, Irene. Susan. Oh, how are you, Susan? I haven't seen you for ages. Oh, sorry. Hi, Celia. Hello, Marjorie. Rachel Batchelor. Should you not be out golfing? So do you ever golf with Mel Rennick? Because you don't live that far away from each other, do you? The suspense. Yes, so I went to the opticians yesterday. Hello, Jan, and hello, Wendy. Heavy-handed Wendy. Only joking. Yeah, so anyway, I went to Specsavers and it was good. It was all very, very well organised. I literally turned up and they had a little golfing tonight. So yeah, we have another lockdown ganger, Mel Rennick, who I'm sure you know, Rachel, and she's always wanting to play golf. And sometimes she goes golfing rather than watch this, which is... I hope you got on all right. I did, but I've got a niggling doubt in my mind, right? So I went to Specsavers and I had the test. They did all the stuff and did all the measurements, and then showed me all the glasses, and you get this like 2-for-1 offer. So hi Emma, how are you? So yeah, they do this 2-for-1 thing, and you know, they jump from hideous £19 glasses up to, you know, acceptable ones for £89 or something. And I saw that, Rachel Batchelor. And so anyway, so I got like 2-for-1, like 2 for about £90 or something for doing my work, my painting. Just bring you a bit closer. And then I thought I'd get like a really brightly coloured. I chose them purely because I think I'll be able to find them. They didn't have any sort of lime green or fuchsia pink, because that would have been ideal, because it doesn't... Hello, Rose. So it just doesn't matter what they look like, except obviously when you're watching, so that I can find them. So anyway, I ended up spending... There's a little rubber knobble on the stool, and it's done that before. It's just like shot off. Anyway, never mind. Nice tissue. Nice tissue. Well, yes, it's a very nice tissue. It's just toilet paper, actually. Look. Anyway, so yeah, I spent all this money. And I get the glasses on whatever, Tuesday next week. And then I went to Tesco's and I looked at the prescription and it said, for close work, +2. So I happened to be getting some paracetamol and ibuprofen, because can you believe Fifey has finally seems to think he's doing stockpiling now, and he said I had to get loads and loads of ibuprofen and paracetamol. And you couldn't fit another thing in the tins now. You'd maybe get toilet paper as well. I said, Fifey, I think it's over, unless there's a second wave. But honestly, you've got enough in now for a sort of, you know, all we need is a bunker, frankly. Anyway, I'm down in the ibuprofen aisle, and I spotted these. These are 2 pairs of +2 reading glasses for £6. And I just paid 140 for 3 pairs. I'm sure you look sophisticated and intellectual again. I won't. But what's the difference between these £6 ones and the 100 and whatever ones that I've just bought? I think, I know obviously these are hideous and tortoiseshell and sort of cheap and chatty, but I don't understand. Are they exactly the same? Anyway, there we are, sophisticated. Turns out this ear is higher than this one, so it's no surprise that my specs always look like that. Anyway, I started another big poppy painting, and I just thought square. I woke up in the middle of the night and I do quite a lot of thinking. I'm sure I went to collect a duplicate Kylie Minogue. They were too expensive. I saw the Kylie Minogue ones and I never liked her singing, so why would I want her glasses? And she's got little fat lips and she's little. Anyway, so I've got some work to do on that. And I don't know about you, but I think about my paintings when I'm in the bath, when I'm driving, and when I wake up in the middle of the night. They stick the other ones in the magic sand. We don't have that in Hexham. There's no magic sand. No, these are the ones. These are 2 for £6, Beth. But they seem to have the same prescription. I just don't understand it. Anyway, somebody asked about painting white things again, which I... No, these are the £3 one. This is like 2 for £6 from Tesco. You go and get some and just knock the glasses out. You know, just get plain glass put in. They make you look like... How do you unfollow someone? How can I get rid of Kevin Walker? He said I look like Ronnie Corbett. My dad was always suspicious of Kylie. He called her the poison dwarf. I'm with your dad on that. Me and your dad would get on great. I don't think I'm going to get on great with Kevin Walker. Fab painting. Oh, thank you very much. Lol. I've never understood, is that laugh out loud or LOL? Laugh. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Should do some painting. So anyway, painting white things. I thought I would do a light Sussex cockerel. And I have an idea of one in my head, and I've got some photographs that aren't very useful, but I know what a light Sussex looks like. And, oh, I'm sorry, Jules. Did you just say that to make me... We would have gone on well, for sure. Hello, Emma Caskey. Hello, Liz Marshall. I find the cheap ones' frames break. Just laughing. Well, I'm hoping these ones... I'm not hoping they break, but I hope that the ones I paid more money for give me more value. Right, let's do some painting. Yeah, somebody said... someone said... what was it? How do you do the white? I'm going to have to stand up. I don't trust the chair either. So it's going to be like head, neck, and feet, head, right. So my sister rang just a little while ago. She says, have you spoken to Mum today? I said, no, I haven't. Why? Oh, she said, she tried to ring me at 9 o'clock and then sort of rang off. And I don't think it's lots of love because it's usually in a sort of mirthful capacity, Liz Marshall. Yeah, anyway, so she said, yeah, she tried to ring me at 9 and then nothing. And she said, I've tried to phone her. I've been trying to phone her all morning and it's like the phone's off the hook. Here we go again. And then she said, and I've tried ringing her on a mobile and it's like, I don't even need to hear the rest of this because, of course, it's you know, it's just taking messages. So, of course, we all think of her, as I've said before, lying, you know, having tripped or something. And, you know, just lying, desperately trying to reach the phone so that she can ring me or my other sister and get help. And I think we all know what the story really is. She's just a stupid, irritating old bag who bloody well can't put the phone back on the thing after she's spoken to somebody. Anyway, we're chatting away and just saying, I'm sure she'll be all right, and that sort of thing. And then she went, hang on, she's trying to ring now. And then my sister rang back. Sure enough, that's exactly what the situation was. She just, and apparently she laughed. I must have taken, you know, not put the phone properly back on the hook. And Elizabeth said, yes, but Mum, the mobile phone. And again, you know what I'm going to say. She says, oh, the mobile phone isn't on. I only put it on when I'm expecting a call. And Elizabeth, she said, I pointed out to her, the clue is in the name. Mobile phone, you can take it with you. Gosh, she's annoying. Maybe a touch of... And here I'm doing this thing, I don't know whether you can see, where I just I mixed this very pale wash on my board. Now, yesterday, we had some great photographs on the Lockdown Gang Facebook group with people showing... Sorry, I'm just trying to get a really pale wash. That is what I want. People showing how they set out their painting area. And I'm afraid top marks have to go to Meru for her white tiles. How clever was that? That's like really, really clever. I wish I'd thought of that, but I didn't. So she, instead of having like this rather hideous piece of white, oh, this is getting a bit too big. This is what I do, and then I end up running out of space down here. Neck, fluffy bottom, legs, fluffy bloomer type legs, because that's what they're like. Fluffy bottom, bloomer legs. Or what do you call those? Knickerbockers, that's what they're like. Like Sussex, they have these sort of... So this is a white chicken looking back at us. See, it's like, it's looking back at the viewer. And yeah, it's got its sort of fluffy bottom feathers here. Knickerbockers. And then it's... I can't wait to get my new light Sussex chickens. Richard Carruthers. A little bit of blue maybe. Touch of red. That's not what I wanted. Someone asked about lifting paint off. There, I've lifted that off because it isn't really quite what I wanted. There. So I'm just adding a little bit of a little bit of sort of shadow, whatever, while it's still wet. I'll just do the beak. Do you want my cardigan? This is a nice pointy brush. Okay, so we've got the basic. Actually, I want I'm not exactly sure what the other leg's going to be doing. Maybe might have it just holding one leg up. Not sure. Right. What's being said? You're talking to each other. Video keeps sticking. Video fine here. Working persons. Oh, I completely forgot. You're probably noticing. Now then, this is so naughty and extravagant, Beth. All the way from America. Beth has sent me the other one gone? She sent me two absolutely beautiful little badges on a lovely, lovely card, which is one of hers. Look at that. She sent me this and this. How amazing. Thank you so much, Beth. I am deeply touched, and I will wear them. I'll alternate them with the lovely cattle. Thank you so, so much. And also that don't let the grind you down one that Margaret sent me. So lucky. Cannot see you painting. Cannot see you doing the beak. Okay, sorry. I can't. When I'm painting, I can't really see what you're saying very easily. Ask Fifey if he's ever tried a Scotch egg sandwich. Right, I'm going to tip you up. Sorry about the beak thing. It's difficult to see. In fact, it's like impossible. That was the beak, anyway. I'm really sorry about that. So while it's wet, I'm just continuing to add some sort of depth of colour. Actually, I don't usually take paint away, but I think I've come too far down there. That. Right. It's going to be in a sort of garden background, so I think I'll just oh, there's my big brush. I'll just put a great big wash round the back, just to sort of start the background, and then I'll maybe leave it because it'll probably need to do some drying. I'm just going to mix up that's not very good, needs to be more yellow. You could do a card of you riding a light Sussex. Ooh, I rode my horse this morning, which was quite nice. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this leg, so I'll just sort of leave that bit. And it's easier to do this because I'm not standing up the way I normally would be when I'm painting. And this way I don't get my wrists in the paint that I've already done. Yeah, another cheap cashmere cardigan that's showing a bit of wear and tear. So these 2-inch brushes are just fantastic for backgrounds, just big areas. So today's Tuesday. I think I'm in tomorrow, and I think tomorrow you might be in for a treat because Jane's in tomorrow, and Jane will probably be doing some more scanning, poor thing. That's like scanning the paintings. As I mentioned before, we get all the paintings which I do get scanned in-house. Whoops. On, yeah, I was thinking a worm in his beak. Sheila, that's not my sort of thing. Oh, worm in his beak. Any other suggestions? Yeah, so all the paintings that I do get scanned in-house. We've got an A3 scanner, and some of the bigger ones have to be put on in several pieces and then stitched together in Photoshop. And then we can use them to put them on the website or to use parts of a painting for, you know, design, stuff like that, or in, you know, calendars and diaries, that sort of thing. But for fine art printing, they go to someone else who rather reluctantly does the scanning for me. I'm going to tip it up now. A puffin just standing. I'm not going to play your childish games. Your puffin, squirrel. Oh, there's Fifey. He's got his headphones on. Yeah, we're not going to not playing your puffin, squirrel, Highland cattle. What's the other thing? Puffin, squirrel, Highland cattle. People are always saying you should paint. And I just think, thank goodness they can't read my mind. But I think one day they will. Not necessarily mine, but I think, do you not think one day minds will be readable? And I jolly well hope that I am 6 foot under or in an urn somewhere by then. Because then the truth will be out. Quite like it when it's all wet like this and you can, still using this massive brush. Nice. So I'm already kind of laying the groundwork for a sort of a nice woody, gardeny, leafy background. Round the comb. This is a bit like that thing, you know, where you ping the thing on the spring and then the balls go up, you know, up a frame, and you've got to sort of tip it. I can't remember what it's called. Bagatelle? No. I can't remember. Quite a nice start. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to wreck it. Where are we? 12:30 already. I'm going to move that to one side and let it dry before I go on to the next bit. You're late, Anstis. You can't just turn up half an hour late. What's your excuse? I'm painting a budgie at the moment. Speaking of budgies, I was at the swimming lake the other day with my friend Gillian, and there was this guy just about to go in. We were in our swimming costumes, and this chap, he swum all through the winter. He was great, quite a quiet sort of chap, and I happened to catch my eye on something, and I looked away, and then I looked at Gillian. We were just about to go in, and I went like this to her. And then she burst out laughing because we both caught our eye on the same thing. This chap wears, he wears like nothing on top. He's got his trunks, and they're sort of lycra, and they go down to the knee. And it was almost as if he'd maybe tipped the contents of a fruit bowl down his lycra shorts, and I, you know, I was trying not to look. Anyway, we got and swam round and round. That was on Friday or whatever day, and then last night, there he was again, and I was trying to avert my eyes, and then Gillian noticed me trying to avert my eyes. It will be stunning, probably your best work. Anyway. Got to be careful when you're wearing swimming costumes and things, haven't you? Right, shall I do a little bit more to this? Yeah, so as you saying, you painted a budgie that made me think, because you know, budgie smugglers and stuff. You do see some horrors. That's the great thing about open water swimming, is you can get away with anything, you really can. Right, I'll tip you up. I love how you make your paint. Beth, you're so sweet, you're really, really kind. I don't deserve it, especially not after saying what I just said about that poor chap with his lycra shorts. Oh God, I can't see a thing there. Right. Hello, Karen Gork Roger, how are you? Right, I'm going to do something to these. So these are like the middle bits in the flowers, which I've got here in front of me. Oh, then there's some here as well. Hang on, I'll just try and... So this is what's left behind after the petals have gone. I like to examine these things. The other day I found the magnifying glass. I had my my daughter's family. Was there a difference when he came out of the cold water? Well, Emma, seeing as he came out of the cold water long before I did, and he would be in his car on a way home, I did not get a chance to examine the situation. Oh, thank you, Margaret. That's very sweet of you, honestly. Saying that these glasses suit me. I'm not sure they do, but for £3, Tesco's 2 pairs for £3. Just after I paid 140 for, where are they? As you know, I like to have the actual thing in front of me, if at all possible, and I do. So that's nice. So that's that one. I'll look at this one. I might do this one slightly differently. Got a fatter brush. Okay, another one here. Again, the blue somehow brings everything to life in a painting like this, I think. So this one is maybe a bit more from above, so oh, and there's another one there. This painting was started off the same way as one of the ones I did the other week, where I put some of these rather rude looking flower buds. I painted them first, and I painted some of the middles of the tulips first, and then I got my big brush with just water on, and I wet lots of the area around, and then I just got some red paint and just sort of sploshed it on, so you can see you've got this amazing bleed of paint all over the place, and then just paint the flowers over the top, and that's very, very satisfying. Where's Marianne Ray? Where's Marianne Ray? Painting off the page. Painting off the page. I don't even know what you mean. What do you mean painting off? Is that because you can't see what I'm doing? What did the teacher... I wish you wouldn't say that. I'm not a teacher. I'm rubbish at teaching. Oh, mind you, I did used to do Sunday school when my kids were young. It was good fun. It's like, I didn't do it every single Sunday, but it gave me a sort of... It meant I had to think about it and think about how to entertain a few kids. One of them was subsequently discovered, I think, bipolar, and I wished I'd known a little bit more about that at the time, but she was very, very, very excitable, this little girl. She was lovely, but desperately excitable. Just had to be very patient, really. Now then, what we're going to do now, I think I'm going to just start building up the flowers. I have got in front of me, I'll just show you. She has something importanter to do. Models, how lovely are they? And I just turn them round or tip them so that I can get different shapes and things. She's away painting an otter. The way the poppies go swooping off the page. Ah, I see what you mean. Painting off the page. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, doing that? Just need to move that out of the way. Don't want it to fall. I bet you thought I'd come back from my day off with all sorts of interesting things to say and entertain you with. Sadly not. Got the fire going here today. It was so cold. It was quite cold swimming last night as well. Didn't quite get the mile. But my fingers were going numb. And you've got to have functioning fingers at the end of a swim, otherwise you cannot drive your car home. So after a fairly good stint, I think it was like, I don't know, 13 or 1400 metres, that's like 1 kilometre and a bit, we got out. Because the water has cooled down a bit in the last few days, unsurprisingly. Because as we know, these poppies are so gorgeous, but and once you get like the middle bit done and you get a few of the sort of crinkles in the petals defined, and then those amazing black bits, it really brings them to life. So Emma Kasky, have you been doing any more painting? Oh, did somebody ask whether I've done the tour? I thought about it today and then I looked around and I thought, nope, it's far too messy. It really is. It's just embarrassing. And also, it would be, I think if I'm going to do a studio tour, then it'd be best if I do it with Fifey's phone, because his doesn't have any microphone issues, does it? And this is a slightly different, like magenta-y colour, and it's intentionally different to the colour here. I've been busy designing my calendars and diaries for next year, and I'm doing something different this time. Normally I have just one design and different covers, but for a diary that's fine, because Emma Kasky, I've been too busy working. Okay, clearing up rubbish after picnickers up in the national park. I'll be bound. No, you're far too important for that. God, where was I? Can't even remember what I was talking about. Studio tour, yeah. Too messy. Yeah, I'd need Fifey's phone for that. Honestly, where was I yesterday? I went into Farmway to get some feed for the horse. And not that they need it, they're as fat as anything. But it's not a bad idea to have something that you can sort of rattle in a bucket to make them come. And what else did I buy there? Something quite boring. Wheat for the chickens and the ducks and the guinea fowl. And I got to the till and they're all saying, "Oh, I love your live videos." And I'm like, "Well, you never said, you never like, how am I supposed to know you're watching?" It's quite strange. I thought everyone who was watching, I would see a little notification, but evidently not. I think you've got sneak watchers, spiers. If they're dry enough to do the bit on the top, the purpley lady part. Okay, so if that's that way, I'm just going to tip one of these that way so I get it. Yeah. Okay. And then finally, oh no, I haven't done the middle bit. What time is it? You see, you've had enough time. That's quite enough. Sheena Walton. What's going on here? You're doing chatting and I'm unaware of it. We could all do a watercolour challenge of the landscape in the... That's not going to happen. Do you take coaches? The lockdown tour? I think it only notifies you if they're Facebook friends. Thank you. And the winner could win a huge original. I'm not liking the way this is going. I would be careful what you wish for. She's a fox critique. Tough. Poor Emma Caskey. I went to her house. Now she's really, really good at cooking. I think I might have mentioned this before. And nature called. So I went to the loo. And I'm sitting on the loo and she's made the most amazing toilet roll holder out of a horse's bit. You know, and those things that goes in the horse's mouth. And that's fantastic. And then I looked up at the wall and it was like... And I didn't know what to say. And I think it might have even had her name on the bottom. Will you be back tomorrow? Lovely show. Yes, I think I'll be back tomorrow because Jane's here. Anyway, so Emma, who's listening, I think it might have had her name on the bottom, so I took it off the wall. I took it into the kitchen to see if there was an explanation for this painting. And there was an explanation and she had done it. Turns out, like the other 20 people in the class had also done them identical, and it was actually a very, very good example of what they were meant to be doing. But Emma, I think you should take a photograph of it and put it on the lockdown gang, just so that just so that people can understand what I'm saying. Just a little snap and pop it up, and then you can just explain that you did it under instruction, which is fine. Anyway, it's been lovely to spend time with you all again today, and I think I'll be here tomorrow. So I'm being really, really confused because I'm looking at this painting and it looks like a slug has walked over it. You know when you get that? I think a slug has walked over it. It's just a tiny little cattle painting. But when the light's on it, it looks like a bit odd. Anyway, right, I'm going to go now. I think I'll see you tomorrow. Send us a picture of the picture. Yeah, Emma, do it. You've got to do it. Oh, there's Ray. She's turned up. Good of you to join us. Right, I'm off. Bye.